Hi, welcome again, and in this video we will learn users, groups and roles in the Jira Cloud. We will see how can we create the users, groups and roles in Jira and how to assign the users to the groups and roles. To learn how to create the users, groups and roles in Jira instance, we have to go to our Jira Cloud instance. This is my Jira Cloud instance, and for creating the users, roles and groups, it is very necessary to have the Jira admin permission. If you have the Jira admin permission, then you will be able to see this scope or a setting icons in the top right corner. When you will click here, then underneath the Atlassian admin, you will see the user management option where you can add the users, groups and manage the access request. We will click on the user management now. This is the Atlassian admin screen, and in the left sidebar we can see underneath the user management we have the users, groups and access request option. In this video we will explore only users and groups, not the access request, site access and the product access. I'll make the videos about the site access, product access and access request in the future definitely. Now come to the users again, and in the right side screen you can see we have the options for inviting the users and for export the users. When you will scroll down, we have options to enter the email address of the team member and we can invite them. And here we have this checkbox which is telling us if you will check that particular checkbox, then that particular user can invite the new users and access, administrate and add the products. You can learn more about the trusted users with the help of this link. So if you want to learn, then you can simply click here and it will open a new link in the new tab. Here we are. So with the help of this documentations, you can read more about the trusted users. Now come back to this screen, and when you send the invitations to the team members, then be careful, because if you will tick that particular thing, it means that particular user can invite the new users and can add the product and perform the task as an admin as well. In my instance, I have the 2 users in the list, and we have options to see the last activity, status and the actions here. With the help of the activity, you can see when user access your instance last time, and here we have the status as well, which is telling us like this particular user has a site access, and in the second status it is telling invitation email not sent. It means this particular user has joined directly. The Jira admin did not send any invitation email to this particular user. Now in the action we have the show details. When you will click in the show detail, then it will open a new link in the new tab, and with the help of this detail page you can learn more about the user's detail. The first section is telling you about the access. This particular user has a site admin access, and it also has the access of your site and the product Jira software. Once you will scroll down, then it will tell you about the roles. This particular user has the site administrator role, means this user can administrate your site, determine user access and update the billing details. Groups, this particular user is in the site admins group. So with the help of these sections, you can collect the more details about the user. In the right hand side, we have the name, image, email and the locations and the other details about the user. With the help of this login as a user button, you can log in as this user. I cannot log in right now because this is my account and I do not have enough privilege to log in as this user. So that's why I can't log in this. But maybe in your instance, this particular button will enable and you can log in as the particular users to check some configuration settings that you did for that particular user. And you can see we have this 3 dots. When you will click, then you will be able to see these options here: view Jira project roles and added the Jira properties. Because right now I'm a site admin, that's why it's showing me these details. Now we will go back and we will have a look the details of the other users. When I will click in the show details, Then here we are. So this particular user has a site access and the Jira software access, and the role is basic. It means it can access the products you specify only. It means you means the Jira admin specify only. If the Jira admin wants to change the role, then he and she can change the role with the help of this drop down. You can see we have the three roles basically: basic, trusted, and the site administrator. The basic role is can access the products you specify only, and the trusted person can update product setting, add new products, and invite basic users to product, and the site admin can perform all the administrator tasks for your site, determine user access, and update the billing details. So with the help of this drop down, you can change the roles, and when I'll come to the group, then this particular user has access to these groups. When you will come in the right hand side, you can see this login as a user button is enabled for this user. I can log in and I can check the setting that I did for that particular user. When I click on three dots, I have the options to remove the users and to promote the reset password settings and the other options as well. Now I'll go back to the users screen. Here we are. I can enter the email address of the users. Let's suppose I have an email address test@gmail.com for the testing, and this invite team member button will be enabled. So I'll click on this and it will give me a message to user invited to site. The user has been invited to join your site. Here, this is how you can add or you can create the users in the Jira. Now the second thing is we will check how can we create the groups. So underneath the user management, we have the second option, which is groups, where we can create the group and we can read the little bit introductions about the group here. So manage product access and roles in bulk by adding users to groups that have the required permissions. For example, add users to the default administrator group so they are able to delete the Jira issue. It means we can add the users into the groups and then give the permissions to that particular group so that the users already in the group can perform the particular actions. Here we have some groups name. So these are the administrator, Confluence user, developers, Jira. Some are the default groups and some are that I have created, like developer and the Confluence user, Jira Service Desk user, Jira software users are the default groups. We have the introductions, or you can say description about the groups underneath the group name. So grant access to all applications and their administrator features. We can add the users in this particular group. With the help of this create group button, you can create a new group. When you will click on the create, it will ask you about the group name. Let's suppose we have a test group name, and you can write the descriptions of the group. This is test group, and we can add the members in the next step if you want, or you can uncheck it so that you can add the member later. You can click on the create group and it will give a message like group test has been created. Now you are under the group and you can add the member with the help of this add member button. You can search and it will show you the some users list. When you will type, let's suppose I'll add this test user in the test group and I'll click on the add button. Here you can see we have the user's name and user email ID, user avatar, and with the help of this remove option we can remove that particular user in the group. You can delete the group with the help of this button, and you can add the description as well. We have the group access. This group currently has no product access because we did not give a product access to group. You can add the group access and it will redirect you to the product access where you can add the group, and after adding the group, that particular group have the access to the Jira software or maybe any other product that you want to add. Now we'll go back to the groups, and here we are. You can see this group name is test, and this is not have the product access and this is not have the product administrator access. but this administrator have access to the product and the product administration as well. Like this you can create the group. Now the third thing is about the roles. Roles and groups are very important, and as per the standard or as per the best practices, we always use project roles as compared to groups, because there is a reason why we use the project role. Project roles are a flexible way to associate users or groups with the particular projects as compared to group. And the second thing is about the role is they always help Jira admin, because a Jira admin can delegate his or her work to the project admin with the help of the project role. The Jira admin can create the project roles, and then the project admin can assign the members to the project role specifically for their project. So like this, a Jira admin can overcome his or her overhead. Now we will go and see how can we create the roles. You have to go to the cog icon or a setting icon, and underneath the Jira setting we have the option, this is system. We will click on the system, and underneath the security we have the project roles. We will click on the project roles and it will open a detailed page for the project role where they are telling us about the project roles. So you can use the project roles to associate users or groups with specific projects. The table below, it means this table, shows all the project roles that are available in Jira. Use this screen to add, edit and delete project roles. You can also click view uses to see which project permission schemes and the notification schemes are using project role. So this is the best thing about the Jira Cloud. If you don't know anything about the page, so they already provide a little bit descriptions about this. You can simply read and understand. Okay, so in this table total we have these 6 roles: administrator, Atlassian add-on project access, developers, service desk customers, service desk team and the tester. This is a descriptions about the role, and with the help of the view uses we can check like which permission schema is using that particular role. Now we will go back to the project role, and here we have the 2 options, edit and delete. If you want to edit the project role, you can simply click, and here you can edit the name of the role and the descriptions of the role. If you do not want to update, then you can simply click on the cancel. You can delete here, it will ask you about the confirmation message. If you want to delete, then you can delete it. And with the help of the manage default members, you can assign the person as a default here. It means when a new project is created, then it will be assigned these default members for the administrator project role. Note that default members apply only when a project is created, and changing the default members for a project role will not affect the role membership for existing project. Now return to the project role browser again. I have explained already created project role. Now you have a question in mind, how can we create my own role? For that you will scroll down, and here you can add the project role. You can enter the name of the project role and the description, and after that you can click on the add project role. Let's suppose if I want to create a one role for project manager. Okay, I'll write the description. This role is for project manager, and after that I click on the add project role. Here you can see we have the project manager role. The description is here. You can add the default members, you can edit it and you can delete. So this is how you can create the users or invite the users. You can create the groups, or you can create the roles as well. These particular things, basically users, roles and groups, will help you to understand the permission scheme in my next video, because in the permission scheme we always add the users, groups and roles. This is how we can create the users, we can create the groups and we can create the project role. I hope now you can add your own user, own group or own project role. I hope you like this video, and if you like, then please hit the like button, subscribe this channel, and please ask your query in the comment box and share this video with the other person so that they can also understand the users, roles and groups. Thank you for watching. Thanks.